Yo, just wrapped episode 6 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. One world, one people. And they tied everything up in a nice bow. We're going to talk about some things. This is Be Real with D Real. What up, realists? It's your man D Real, the Black Panther stalking urban juggling vibrating Adidas, bringing you another Be Real with D Real. I'm not going to make with the niceties. I am just going to get into the crux of what this is about. Okay. Episode 6 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, One World, One People, attempted to explain, tie up a lot of loose plot lines, but it also brought up some more plot lines that made you go, So let's get to the nitty gritty of it. Okay, the episode opens. Falcon and Bucky are coming to. Oh, pardon me. If you were not aware, yes, there are going to be spoilers. If you didn't see the thumbnail, it's gonna be spoilers. If you haven't seen episode 6, One World, One People of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, stop right here. Go back, watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 6, and then this won't seem so painful. Also, while I'm at it, if you digging what I'm shoveling on the Be Real with D Real YouTube page, like, comment, and subscribe, and get some new material and get some new stuff to like, comment, and subscribe on. Now, as I was saying, Cap and Bucky are on the trail of the Flag Smashers, led by little Karli. And they are in New York, and the Flag Smashers have had enough. They are getting ready to make their big move, along with George Batroc, whom we last saw in custody in Falcon. I'm sorry, not Falcon, Captain America. Wink, wink. More on that later. And the Winter Soldier, the movie. And he seemed to have a mad on for Cap. He now has a mad on for the Falcon, which at this point it don't matter because, like Marvel always does, they have a habit of killing off really cool villains or villains with potential. Speaking of potential, we finally got that reveal that we have been waiting for. No artist renditions, no concept art. We got to see the 100% dyed in the wool, brand spanking new Captain America / Falcon outfit. And it looks good on him. And he doesn't have the nice restricting neck like Michael Keaton had in the 1989 Batman. Also, by doing this, I want to point out that the MCU has rectified an error they have made many, many years ago. Again, with Captain America and the Winter Soldier, we are told Falcon's flight apparatus is an experimental prototype, and there weren't that many of them made. That makes it unique. But originally, in the comics, Captain America and the Falcon, ironically, there was a guest appearance by the Black Panther. And Cap and the Falcon were in Wakanda, and the Black Panther was wondering, how come you call yourself the Falcon, but you don't fly? So, through the wonders of Wakandan technology, which apparently is the dopest on Earth, we get to see Falcon in the air. Captain America and the Falcon number 171 is where we get to see Falcon fly for the first time. And episode 6 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier is when we get to see Captain America Falcon, or as Black people like to call him, Black Falcon, fly in his Captain America Wakandan designed flight gear for the first time. Drastic differences it has From what I can see, it's a whole hell of a lot sturdier than the wings he got from the government, because people were just ripping them off and yanking them off and tearing them. And now he's using them to anchor himself to stand up and fight against beings with superhuman strength. So those wings are probably just a tad bit sturdier than the government stuff that he was wearing originally. Shouts out to Wakanda. And I love the way that Sam utilized tossing the shield and using the shield in combat, sort of like, with a jet assist, and kind of batter ramming his opponents with his shield, kind of like what he did to Batroc. And another thing in this particular episode that had me kind of focused on them were the ladies. Karli Morgenthau, Val, Miss Long Name. I'm not getting ready to say all that De La Fontaine swimming around in the fountain stuff. And of course, Sharon Carter. We didn't get to see Val until the end of the episode, but Val was dropping bombs that made us go, ooh, okay. Is Val good or is Val bad? If you recall, the last video I did about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we talked about Miss De La Fontaine, and that she has belonged to several spy organizations. One which is based in Russia, and it is called Leviathan. And I urge everybody who's thinking Thunderbolts, and I know there's a bunch of y'all out there that are like, oh boy, Thunderbolts technology. Yeah, that's in the air too. But there are a couple of other things that are also in the air that I don't think you guys are thinking about. Number one, like I said, Leviathan. Leviathan is a subversive / terrorist organization then that does bad things. And if that is where we are with the evolution of Val, that's not looking good for a lot of people for a couple of different reasons. But Val is not the biggest lady I was concerned about. The second most concerned lady I was on my mind was Karli. Now, Karli died in this episode, and I'm going to get to Karli's death and the in it, but Karli was a character who had great potential, who had a possibility to become something greater than what she was. Rebel, terrorist, whatever you want to call her, she could have become the flag smasher. Granted, I'm not asking her to wear that ugly outfit like the flag smasher wears, but if she would have been around still, I mean, I could get behind her purpose, because Karli is one of those unique villains in the Marvel universe whose cause makes you go, is Karli really wrong? Is what Karli doing such a bad thing? And she's just so darn cute. I mean, I don't know. Marvel has a propensity to kill off good villains. You got Killmonger. You killed Killmonger off. Killmonger had a whole bunch of potential, a whole lot of return value that could have, made it great. You killed Thanos off. I get it. He's a world-conquering mad god, but you have this habit, Marvel. Stop killing all of your villains. What's wrong with putting somebody in jail? Do you realize of all the Avenger villains that have been faced in the cinematic universe, only one has lived? So, are the Avengers killers, or are they heroes? Are they, you know what I mean? It's just, we live in this day and age where we feel like the villain has to die. At least in the MCU, they seem to feel that way because all the villains, good or bad, with the possible exception of Loki, have been murdered off. Marvel, if anybody at Marvel is listening right now and they can hear me on this video, stop killing all of your damn villains. I mean, if they're crappy ones, I get it. But killing the villain should not be your go-to option. Okay. In a Captain America movie, Captain America, I thought Captain America was one of the few heroes that did not kill. I'm not saying Captain America directly killed anybody. Well, if you count John Walker, but stop killing them. You got great villains. And speaking of great villains, Sharon Carter. Who knew? Sharon Carter was the power broker. Wow, you got to be really pissed off at your country to say, I'm going to do some stuff like this. I'm getting ready to become an arms dealer. I'm getting ready to become an illegal, whatever you want to call it, dealer. And just do my thing. Now, I'm going to throw something out here. In scene credit, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 6. We see that Sam made good on his promise to get Sharon pardoned, because if you were paying attention to the episodes, Sharon is on the run and she's wanted by the government because of what she did in Civil War. She helped Falcon and Captain America out, and so they considered that an act of treason, and she'd been disavowed, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. So with her now being revealed as the power broker, and she's walking out in the scene and she's on the phone with someone and she's telling them, I've got access to prototypical weapons, so on and so forth, this, that, and other thing. So that would lead you to believe, well, I'll put it like this. I'm a cut through. I normally don't give these speculatory ideas or thoughts in videos. I just kind of just want to stick to the bare facts, you know what I mean? But this brought up an interesting thought process with Sharon. Okay, she's Sharon Carter, the niece of Peggy Carter, the Peggy Carter who was instrumental in the formation of the organization SHIELD. And you just go villain, you just go rogue after being enriched in a legacy like that. That's almost like Captain America joining Hydra. Anyway, my thought process about that didn't move towards where everybody else was moving. Everybody else was thinking, oh, she's got access to prototypical weapons, blah, 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 so on and so forth. We could be seeing the Thunderbolts here in the immediate future. Let me throw something else up that you may not have been thinking about. Last week, Disney announced that they are going to be doing a Secret Invasion series for the Disney Plus streaming network. Now, for those that don't know what Secret Invasion is about, Secret Invasion is a secret invasion, of Skrulls. Skrulls are a shape-shifting alien race, for those of you that did not see the movie Captain Marvel. They are a shape-shifting race. Some of them are benevolent and are working with Nick Fury and his new organization, SWORD. But as we know, in the comics, the Skrulls have always been bad guys. They've been villains. So what Secret Invasion was about was there were key people in the Marvel universe, superpower and non-superpower, who have been kidnapped and replaced by Skrull imposters. So I submit to you, could Sharon Carter be a Skrull? Sharon Carter did not want to go to the hospital when she got shot in the season finale. She just wanted to get out of where she needed to get out of. Okay. Was it because she didn't want to go to the hospital and somebody might have recognized her and she'd have got cuffed and in trouble? Or was it because going to the hospital might potentially reveal things about her alien physiology? So that's my speculation I'd like to throw into the pot of what people like us on these kinds of videos do. Is Sharon Carter a Skrull? Okay. Am I reaching too far for that one? Okay, I'll do you one better. Maybe Sharon Carter is a bad guy. And maybe Sharon Carter is who she appears to be in the season finale in that instant credit. I just don't, it's possible, but it's not plausible. And I could argue that point vigorously. If you don't think Sharon Carter's a Skrull, tell me why. And if you'd like to have a nice little healthy debate, drop your science in the comments. Okay. Another thing I want to get at in that episode, the speech. Before I talk about the speech, I just want to say hats off to the writers of episode 6 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That speech was moving. If you was a Black man who lives in the United States of America, Sam's speech to the senators and government folk about what they plan to do with the repatriation and labeling people and calling them terrorists and not stepping up in places where they should be stepping up at. If Captain America was a real person, I would be the president of his fan club, because that speech was so on point in so many different ways. I understand it's a geopolitical conversation. It's a conversation about race. It's all of that. And to be quite honest, that's who needs to be wearing the stars and stripes. What resonated with me about that speech more than anything else was when he said, we built this country, we bled for this country. So I'd be damned if anybody can't tell me I can defend it. Touche. That's all I have to say about that. Are y'all listening? White supremacists, are y'all listening? White privilege engaged in folk. That doesn't make any sense to you? That speech doesn't make any kind of sense to you? Well, then the people you're angry at aren't the problem. Moving on, Zemo. We see also towards the end of the episode, Zemo's butler blowing up the rest of the flag smashers who were in custody on their way to the raft. That would too lead one to believe, Zemo, undercover stuff, advanced high-tech equipment, we could indeed be looking at the Thunderbolts. And Val did say, wow, look at Zemo there. He look what he did. Or did I set that up? Or did I? You know, so is she involved? Is she secretly financing them and helping them? Is she secretly, is her and Sharon, are they, you know, a team? Funny, ironically, that would be cool too, because her and Sharon were once a team on the Femme Force in Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. comics. But Zemo, one of the few villains that's lasting. Zemo has potential. Don't kill him, Marvel. Don't kill him. Please don't kill him. You know what I'm saying? He got a villain. He's got potential. He's a planner. He's a mastermind. I like planners. I like masterminds. They're my favorite villains by choice. Let's see how it pans out before y'all decide to murder him off like everybody else. Now, questions. What is the future of Cap in the MCU? Will Cap be heading up a new team of Avengers, or will Cap just stay solo, or will Cap work from time to time with different people in the MCU? What? I know in comic book continuity, Sam heads up his own team of Avengers. Some of the people who are on Sam's team include Monica Rambeau, whom has already made an appearance in the MCU. Dane Whitman, aka the Black Knight, who will be making an appearance later on this year in the movie The Eternals. We also have a She-Hulk series coming out on Disney Plus. So are we seeing the formation of this new squad of Avengers? Is that what we're going to have? We've seen the potential for the young Avengers. Will Sam mentor Elijah Bradley to become the Patriot? You know, we've got all of these things in play, and I, for one, I'm cool with it. I like the fact that they're branching the universe out and they're creating more and they're doing more with it. So as far as what's going to happen with Cap, we haven't heard anything, but we know we didn't put him in a cool Captain America suit just to throw him on the shelf. We know something's going to be done with him. I'm calling Avengers. He'll be heading up some new Avengers. So if you haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 6, One World, One People, has this inspired you to? And if you have seen episode 6 of Falcon, at the end of that episode, they said Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So it's official. Sam's your Cap now. I loved the resolution of the situation with him and Isaiah Bradley. I love that he got Isaiah that little shotty in the Smithsonian. And goodness gracious, I held back tears. Ooh, they were coming. They were coming. I was like, oh. But I made it through it. Like I said, if you got something that you want to add or something that you think I should have mentioned in this video, drop it in the comments. And as always, like I said, new content every week. Digging what I'm shoveling. Like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Be Real with D-Real. I will be back with new content on another day for you to like, comment, and subscribe to. And until then, y'all be good and be good to each other.